What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Um, at one point in time, the beef had been squashed between Kevin Durant and Stephen A. Smith, but those days are long gone now. All right. Remember, of course, Katie was not happy with the comments that Stephen A. Smith made some years ago, calling the move that he made to Golden State the weakest move in NBA history. Other criticisms as well, and but it seemed like that they had squashed that beef a couple of years ago. You know, Stephen A. Smith had been very cordial when it came to Kevin Durant, very praiseful, had taken back that comment about the weakest move. But that was then, and this is now. Kevin Durant is on a warpath with Stephen A. Smith. So the genesis of this started on ESPN First Take last week when Stephen A. Smith said that if KD fails to win a championship with the Brooklyn Nets, there will be a strike against his legacy, and that some people, may remember him more for that than his championships. KD saw this take, immediately referred to it as egregious or very bad taste, a take, excuse me. Um, Stephen A. Smith responded by saying, "This is not something that I co-sign. Uh, I don't agree with it, but this is something that can be out there." So we saw his mother come out there, Wanda Durant, and give it to KD. I mean, give it to Stephen A. Smith, sorry. Stephen A. Smith being respectful, apologize. Then KD comes back and says pretty much that Stephen A. Smith is a straight up hater. Stephen A. Smith responded by saying that he's just telling it like it is and that KD is on some bullshit. So whatever truce they had, that is over, completely over. Now, how do I feel about this? Um, it's sort of convoluted with me, man. On the one hand, I don't like Stephen A. Smith. I think he is a shit talker. I think this is a very perverse form of broadcast journalism. You want to call it that? I think it's more yellow slash sensationalism, sensationalist tabloid type shit. Um, but this is what our culture. You know what? When you think about it, no matter how we talk about this shit, our culture drives who we are, and our culture plays a role in what we look at, what we hear. And our culture right now is raw, unadulterated. The boundaries have been lifted. The respect we don't show respect toward each other on a general basis. So how the fuck do we expect these journalists to do this shit, right? Now, to me personally, this is just my personal opinion. I don't think what Stephen A. Smith said was that unfair. I do believe if he doesn't win a championship, when you consider how he stacked the deck, okay, got rid of a team that was more than um, enough to win a championship, got greedy, got James Harden over there, and you don't go to a finals, if that doesn't occur, not going to a finals, let alone not even going to an Eastern Conference Finals, it's a complete failure. If that occurs, if that occurs, that's a complete failure, and that will be part of his legacy, whether he likes it or not. So while I don't like Stephen A. Smith, that is a fair fucking argument. And I'm sorry, it does make him look weak with the way certain things have gone on. He's always fucking complaining. He's always crying about some shit people in the media saying. That's what the fuck they do. They do this shit. I mean, look, man, I'm not saying that he's supposed to sit back and take what these motherfuckers say, but I just gotta make this comparison. If there's anybody, if there's anybody that has been Job in the sports world when it comes to plague, famine, I mean, just complete, utter, um, you know, disasters when it comes to how the media portrays him. It's Russell Westbrook. And he's not all over fucking Twitter or Instagram complaining about shit like LeBron James do sometimes and Kevin Durant all the fucking time. He's a fucking mama's boy. Look what happened yesterday. Confirmed. Mama's boy. Now, the one thing I'll say about him, though, is that negativity doesn't affect his play. If anything, it raises it. So I will say that. You know, that shit don't affect him on the court. But he's a sensitive motherfucking person. And if that makes me a minion to Stephen A. Smith, fuck you. Okay? I don't like that motherfucker. But what he's saying, that actually has some fucking truth to it. Period. It has truth to it. If you don't win a fucking championship, it will affect your legacy. Has nothing with being negative. Now, the one thing I will say about Stephen A. Smith, a lot of people are saying is fucking true. Keep that same energy for all fucking athletes, not just the ones that's your same that are your skin color and darker, Stephen A. Smith. The same standards you hold Kevin Durant to, the same standards you hold Kyrie Irving to, hold the same standards to Aaron Rodgers and some other athletes. But of course, Stephen A. Smith's not going to do that because he knows what side of the bread that his bread is buttered on. The white side.